Wake up.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Married to Film. I'm Ralph, and this is Shamanda.
Hey.
Right now, we're getting ready to bring to you our top 5 movies of 2021. Those that we have actually seen. So if your favorite movie isn't on here, it just means 9 times out of 10 we haven't seen it, or I haven't seen it all the way through. I may have fallen asleep on a plane watching it. Okay.
So we actually saw 23 movies, including Netflix movies. 23 movies, so out of the 23, we chose 5 individually. So,
I'm not looking at your list now.
I thought you were. So, here we go.
All right, so number 5 on my list, I went with No Time to Die. Actually, when I going into this movie, I had low expectations on it because Daniel Craig, he was tired of playing James Bond, I heard, and I don't know. I just went in with low expectations, and it did better than I thought it would. It left, for those that haven't seen it, it left clear implications that this was his last one. So we shall see who the next 007 is. What?
I am just flabbergasted.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, then what's your number 5?
No, keep going, because I cut you off. You said he went into it.
Yeah, I went into it with low expectations, and
yeah.
it exceeded my expectations, and thought it was pretty decent. So, yeah, that's my number 5.
So I don't know where this is going. So yeah, because we don't discuss our list
at all.
And so my number 5 is I don't know. I can't even remember some of these movies, but I put A Quiet Place 2 was my number 5. Because
we did see that. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, it was on the list. So the reason why I put it as number 5 is because it was still a good movie. It had the jump scares, and it actually gave us a history as to how it all started.
Yeah, I like that at the beginning.
At the beginning of the movie. And with A Quiet Place 1, we didn't get that. It was just straight into, shh, quiet. Nobody say anything. Even though it didn't really give us a real good explanation as to where they came from, sort of, kind of. It did. But it was like, all of a sudden, it was just everybody didn't know that they had to be quiet. That was the thing. And it took it on that perspective from the beginning. It was still good. Still, actress Emma Thompson, I think.
Emily Blunt.
Oh, my bad. Yes, Emily Blunt.
Yeah. She
did a fantastic job again with this one. So that was my number 5.
Okay. On to number 4. My number 4 was Halloween Kills.
What? We are way off.
Yeah, we are. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I thought about it, but I didn't put it on the list.
I enjoyed it, man.
Okay. Yeah.
The kills was crazy.
Yeah, they were.
Crazy. People was doing stupid things, like not trying to hit him in the head. They were just stabbing him in the body and stuff like that. I liked seeing Anthony Michael Hall on the screen again. My man from Mad TV. I can't remember his name. He was funny. I mean, like, yeah, people doing stupid stuff like going into his house and going into his room and staring out the window. Dumb stuff. I was thoroughly entertained by it. I loved the kills. The kills were crazy.
The kills were good.
They brought back a lot of original people, and I'm looking
and killed them all off,
except for one, I think, 2, and except for
Jamie.
Yeah, and one other person, I think, survived. But I'm looking forward to the 3rd and final installment.
It's way off. The list is way off. My number 4 is Free Guy.
Oh.
Because this was a really good movie. So I put it on. I put it on. Sorry. I put Free Guy in the 4th slot because we actually watched this on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we were on our way to Jamaica.
I think so.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were watching it on our way to Jamaica. And I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan. I love him. Some things a little over the top than others, but he's a really good ad-libber. I think I put him in the same category as Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson and all them because they do a whole lot of ad-lib for their movies and stuff. I just feel like they're in that. They do that. They feed off of each other as far as like movies and stuff. I just thought it was a really good movie. Just the concept of it, with him finding out who he was or who he wasn't, and the love story within it was really good. I love the twist and turn on that. It didn't end the way I thought it would end, but what's the comedian Rail?
Yeah, Lil Rail, I think.
Lil Rail. He was freaking amazing in this movie. He was amazing in this movie. Every time the robbery would occur, it was like he was talking to Ryan and they was just talking to each other and he was like, yeah, I don't want to be here no more. He was like, what? What do you mean you don't want to be here? If you don't want to be here, then I don't want to be here. It was, to me, I was entertained. I was entertained just like you were entertained with Halloween Kills. This was a good movie for me. A lot of people was telling us to look at it and watch it. And when we finally did, of course, we couldn't react to it because we were on the plane. But it was a really good movie. Ryan Reynolds really did a really good job on this one.
Okay. So let's move on to number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me, I'm going to go Ghostbusters Afterlife. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Once again, I was thoroughly entertained. I thought they did an amazing job, pretty much finalizing the Ghostbusters story as well as allowing it space to move on in another direction if they wanted to, especially at the end and post credit scenes and things like that. But I thought they did a good job with yeah, okay. I'll still keep it spoiler free with the finalizing of the original Ghostbusters story. It was real sentimental. Great job. I can't remember the actress's job, but the leading character.
Actress's name.
Leading actress. I can't think of her name, but she did a great job. As playing Egon's granddaughter.
Yes.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Yeah.
One thing that I didn't like is that.
You gonna keep it spoiler free?
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing that I didn't like is what's the man's name from Stranger Things? His role was pretty much insignificant. I thought his role would be bigger than what it was.
Okay. The grandson.
Yeah.
He was the grandson.
I can't think of
he
his
was
name.
the oldest.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I can't think of his name either.
Yeah, but they tied a lot of things together from the first one and things like that, which was real cool. And it was real sentimental, so I think Shamanda cried.
I did.
Yeah. So that's my number 3, Ghostbusters Afterlife.
It was a lot of things in that movie that I'm sorry, but my number 3 is Ghostbusters as well.
All right, see?
So,
we were gonna be out.
I mean, yeah, we were a little off track, like the Hot Wheels. You put them on track and they just jump off and, you got to put them back on. But yeah, I agree with Ghostbusters.
Your Ryan Reynolds love blinds you.
Yeah, it did. No, Free Guy was a really good movie. Okay, but you got me with the Halloween Kills because I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that one. But Ghostbusters was really good. Yes, I did cry. It had some very good touchy moments in it, but it also brought it all back full circle, just like Ralph said. Full circle as in giving tribute to the creator and the director and the writer.
Right. Yeah, his son did it for him.
Yeah, and his son actually did it for him. So I thought that was a really, really good plug, you know what I mean, for them to do that. He did a fantastic job giving him his credits. And the way they gave respect to the original Ghostbusters. That's the part that I love. Because when you come back, it's not a reboot. You try to keep going. Give tribute or homage to the original people. The original people who started it all. And they did that. And it was a really, really good job. And I loved it. I was in there like, yeah! I didn't think I would, but I was.
Yeah.
I was. So I went in with low expectations as well for that one, but it over exceeded my expectations, so I had to give it a number 3 slot.
Okay.
So
my number 2 movie is A Quiet Place 2.
Oh, really?
I love this Joker, man.
Yeah, I had to put it on the list. I just didn't know where.
I loved it, man.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really, really good. Like Emily Blunt, the daughter that was deaf, did an excellent job again.
Oh, Imogen.
They brought in another character. God, I can't think of the actor's name. He played Scarecrow in Batman Begins. I can't think of his doggone name.
I could see his eyes as clear as day.
They brought him in like he was there from the beginning with them.
Yeah.
How they set it up to show how everything started.
Yep.
Man, just once again, just doing everything to not make a sound and just things happen and
the jump scares were still like the original, and we watched the first one on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
they got to a place they thought they were away from them,
safe.
and them jokers they traveled with them. So.
They came with them like, yeah, I smell y'all.
Right.
Y'all ain't making no sound, but it's all good. We coming with y'all. That was really, really good.
Yeah. So
really
number
good.
2 for me is A Quiet Place 2.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I see where you're going with that, but I have to give my number 2, and our number 1 is probably going to be the same anyway, so it doesn't matter. But my number 2 is No Time to Die.
Wow.
My number 2 is No Time to Die. I thought this was amazing. There was a couple of things that probably got on my nerves, like when they were going back and forth talking about who's 007, who's 007. And they were like, it's just a number, it's just a number, it's just a number. But it isn't.
It's James Bond.
From us watching this, 007 meant a lot. It wasn't just the shaken not stirred type thing. And he wasn't a womanizer, but he was a ladies' man. I'm talking about Sir Sean Connery, starting from the beginning. 007 had a meaning behind it from the beginning. He was salt and pepper come on now. I'm just saying, David Craig did an awesome job.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's
playing this role, and I'm a little upset that he's no longer doing it.
Yeah, I thought he did a great job.
He did a great job, and they could have continued on. They could have made at least 2 or 3 more with him.
I think.
But I mean, if he was tired of the role, that's fine. But kudos to him for doing what he did and going out with a bang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right.
That's it for me. So let's go on and.
My number 1 is Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man is what you go to the movies for. It is a theater experience.
Yep.
It had me feeling like a kid again.
Yep.
My mouth open like,
What?
I can't believe they did that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like really?
Right. Yeah. Shamonda
I'm like-
crying in there in that one too. People just
Y'all know I'ma cry.
yelling and screaming, clapping for extended periods of time.
Yeah, he almost got kicked out.
I thought, like I said in our review, I thought Tom Holland showed his chops. I thought he did a great job. That doggone Willem Dafoe. Man, Willem Dafoe is the man.
Yeah, he is.
There can never be anybody else that can play Green Goblin.
Ever.
Period.
Ever.
They would have to dig up his old footage.
And try to emulate him, but they
rerun
won't be
it.
able to do it.
No.
Oh.
Like a hologram or whatever. Green Goblin is Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe is Green Goblin.
Yeah.
And he's the GOAT at it.
Yeah.
Period. He picked up like he had just did the role last year. And it's been like 20 years. Almost just about. Good God.
I
like go ahead. Get you
No. What? Go ahead.
Okay, so I like the fact that Spider-Man grew up in this one. He's Spider-Man. He's not dependent on Tony Stark or anybody else. You know what I mean? He's his own man. You know. So I really like that. You know, he showed his smarts, how intelligent he is.
Yeah.
So I'm digging it.
I love the fact that and if you haven't seen it, I'm so sorry, fast forward past this, my number 1. My number 1 is also Spider-Man. But I love the fact that Ralph actually introduced me, but he made me watch the other ones prior to going to see this, and I'm glad that he did, because I fell in love with Andrew. I fell in love with him as Spider-Man. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm saying now that you say that, yeah, we're going spoilers now. So
I fell in love with Andrew. I was trying not to do a spoiler, but I fell in love with Andrew, and just the way he embraced the role of Spider-Man was immaculate. I mean, there's no other words for it. He embraced it, and Toby did a really good job, but it was like, I felt like he might have been a little bit too goofy for me. But Andrew was coming in, and even though he was, because Spider-Man, he's a neighborhood child. I mean, he's, just a teenage boy. He was supposed to have been a teenage boy. The awkwardness and everything goes along with it. But it seemed like Andrew was a little bit more, I don't know, mature in the role.
To me, he kind of stole the show for me, too.
He was amazing. And it was certain parts of this movie where everybody was able to redeem themselves and to be able to do some things that they were not able to do while they were Spider-Man in their
Specifically,
time.
Andrew, when Gwen Stacy died. And
dang, I wasn't going to spoil it.
No, I said spoilers.
Oh, well.
We already gave our non-spoiler review, so hey.
Oh. Well, I hope y'all seen it.
But I said spoilers when you mentioned his name. So
yeah,
I said spoilers.
I know. Go ahead.
When he was able to save MJ, and after he did, he actually was okay, and he cried. I was like, that was a direct callback, and Shamanda appreciated it more from having just watched Amazing Spider-Man 2. So,
When I actually seen Amazing Spider-Man 2, the scene where she died,
that was crazy.
I screamed and jumped from the couch. Like, oh my God. That was horrible. Mm-hmm. That was horrible for her.
Very much so.
That close. You know what I'm saying? It was just like he did everything he could. He was like the person that I love. I feel like we're in a Saeed. Saeed said the person that I love died in my arms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Yeah.
Lost reference if y'all don't know.
It was good seeing Toby. But, for a lot of people, Toby is their GOAT and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. But when that came out, I was already grown. So I really didn't have that affinity. I mean, it was out. I don't even think I saw it in the theater. I saw it when it came on TV. I was like, okay, Spider-Man is out. Okay, cool. Because back then, superhero movies wasn't like they are now.
Yeah, that's true.
They were few and far between.
Yeah, they didn't come out like that.
So. Yeah.
We didn't expect hero movies when we were growing up. We didn't expect it like kids today.
Now they get like 4 or 5 of them a year.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, Marvel, DC, let's go.
They came out when they came out, whenever.
But I mean, then you got Netflix, so you got heroes on there too.
But I appreciated him and the character, and seeing him again was pretty cool.
I absolutely love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I hope that you guys enjoyed my list of 5.
As well as mine.
I did have a tie for my 5th one. Hold on.
I think I had I mentioned, but I forgot what I.
Many Saints of Newark.
Okay.
The Sopranos. I had that as number 5. It was tied with A Quiet Place. So it was tied with that because of how they did Christopher's voice.
Yeah.
From the beginning, he was the narrator.
Yeah, that was cool.
And it was freaking sweet for them to have his son playing Tony as a teenager.
Yeah.
Shout out to them because they did a phenomenal job with that movie. We love Sopranos regardless, but it gave us a little bit more of a background as far as the history, and it was pretty cool how they did that. Yeah. So that's it. All right.
So let us know what you guys thought of our list.
Yeah.
We love y'all.
Yeah.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, we do.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Hey, wake up.